Everybody, Ken here, CCG vlog. We're back in beautiful Naperville, back in my office. Everybody likes the monitor. Screens are back, or the head covers are back. Pac-Man's back. This gets a lot of help. A lot of people are, it's one of the charities, the VFW in Warrenville, actually, and the Warrenville's been kind of a hot spot lately because we've been making up dates due to COVID cancellations. But one of the charities that we work with at the VFW in Warrenville, they have, they do like these, it's like, good boy, I'm stuttering today. Anyways, one of the charities we work with, Special Ed Kids, that's what I was looking for. They're the ones that actually design and make and do it all. So it's really fun and it's cool. It gives them, you know, a big opportunity to do stuff. So anyways, a lot of people have been asking me about those things. Always about the monitor, always about the putter covers. Everybody loves Baby Pac-Man and my very unique 1776 flag. Anyways, made of wood. It's not a real flag. Here we go. CCG vlog. How's everybody doing? I'm excited to be back for a 3-event weekend. 3 events this weekend with obviously a big stack shout out coming in a few minutes. So highlights of this video is the stack. 3 events this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is March 13, 14, 15, 12, 13, 14. No idea. 12, 13, 14, March. So Friday the 12th, we are going to be at the VFW in Oak Lawn. Everybody's favorite. VFW in Oak Lawn is obviously in the city of Oak Lawn. It's 95th Street in between Cicero and Central, right near the Oak Lawn Metro train station, which reminds me, the parking is kind of shitty at the Oak Lawn VFW. You have to park behind the building. You can see the CCG truck parked outside in front, so you know you're in the right location. Be a little careful of where you park, because we did have a customer park in like the Potbelly's parking lot, that bank across the street. He thought it would be cool, but because anytime it's near the metro station, they're like super hardcore on parking and writing tickets and doing things of that nature. So heads up. A little tougher for parking, but you guys will be fine. So we got Friday. Saturday, we are at the VFW in Oak Lawn. We're at a regular VFW weekend. So Friday, Oak Lawn. Saturday, the 13th, we are at the VFW in Warrenville again. Huge turnouts this past weekend in Warrenville. So Warrenville is turning out to be like massive, massive post-COVID spot. So definitely keep coming for that. And then Sunday, we are back at the VFW in Batavia. Now, for some of you who have made it out to Batavia the last couple of times we have been there, awesome turnouts. We've been doing a stack at noon on Sundays in Batavia. Great turnouts. We've got some alternative areas that we may or may not be able to do some cash games, so there's that bonus as well. And the parking was a little messed up. They promised me that if we had snow on the ground that they would make sure the whole parking lot was full, but as of right now I'm looking outside and there's no snow on the ground. So at 60 degrees we should be perfectly fine, unless it snows in the next like 2 days, which, you know, it's Chicago. That could very well happen. So anyways, they promised to make sure that debacle of the parking lot won't happen again. 3-day a weekend, 3 days this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right, Friday, anything different? Yes, we're gonna do the general differences coming up. We've got some new things going on. First and foremost, and I'm not happy to talk about this, but it is what it is. Cash games. We have been, CCG in general, no matter what day of the week it is, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we have been at the maximum 8 tables, all being used for 85 to 90% of the day. It's just, cash games have been starting early, meaning like the first games on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are starting at like 1:45. The second game starts a few minutes later. The third game is basically starting by a few minutes after 2 o'clock, which means if you're rolling in there and your normal like 2:15 CCG time, the first games are just popping off, that's not the norm anymore. The norm is 15 minutes early. So, you know, with the demand very high and supply very low because of COVID, get there early. The games start very soon. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all 3 days this week, all 3 cash games were started within 15 minutes of the start time, and we were already on a list. Especially Friday and Saturday. That's you got to get there early and start lining up. I know it stinks, but it's like getting fancy concert tickets. You got to wait in line. Or those new Jordans that came out. I always saw the kids when I would drive home from the CCG events when I lived in Chicago a few years ago. 6 years ago. It's crazy to think about how time flies. And I remember I would drive by like this crazy shoe place, and they always had kids like rocking out there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking, what the hell are they doing? They were waiting for Jordans. We're getting close to that time frame where the CCG deep stacks, you're gonna have to wait outside, but we'll make it work. We're not quite there yet overnight, but it's getting closer. Friday, we're gonna open with the 2 p.m. early bird. Sorry, let's go back. The whole point of that story, you know, Ken, I get derailed. If you listen to the Overlay podcast, you can really catch my train of thought. It's wild. Cash game's been opening very early. We've been at max capacity in the sense of we're on a list for everything. People are always like, hey, you got any open seats? The answer's been no for the most part until, you know, after midnight on Fridays and Saturdays, and you know, around 9 or 10 o'clock on Sundays, things start to open up a little bit. With that being said, as of right now, 1-3 is really the only cash game that we're going to be able to offer. The hosting charities would love to be able to offer 1-1, 2-5, or PLO, but the problem is there's just not enough table space to do it. So if there is, you know, a table finally does open up and there's 20 people on the list for 1-3 and there's 7 people on the list for 1-1, they're going to open up a 1-3 game. It's just human nature. If you've got 20 people waiting for one thing and 6 people waiting for something else, they got to open up the more popular game, which the demand has been 1-3. So going forward, 1-1 will not be offered. Or if you're only going for 1-1, it's just not going to happen until we're able to lift those minimum capacity or max capacity events. So while we have the COVID restrictions of a 50-person event, until we get more than 50, 1-1 is out. And really 2-5 and PLO are out as well. It's just if the table kind of agrees to move to 2-5, that sometimes happens, but even then it's a rare thing that may or may not happen. So basically right now you're kind of stuck to playing 1-3, although it's been very popular and it's a great game. So we love it. Come out and try that. So just so you know, I've updated the website. I wanted to give you guys a heads up in the vlog. That's what we're doing. Quick tournaments rundown. Friday, 2 p.m. early bird and 6:30 p.m. deep stack. The early bird on Friday, registration starts at 1:45. You're allowed to line up starting at 1:30. The early bird really doesn't sell out as crazy as the deep stack does, so don't worry about that too terribly much, but it does get 5 tables. This past Friday, we had a wait for the early bird at about 2:10, so get there early, otherwise you'll have to wait to be in as an alternate. 6:30 p.m. deep stack starts, 6 o'clock p.m. registration opens. There was a little snafu last week. It will not happen again. 6 p.m. is when registration will open for the 6:30 tournaments. FYI. Saturday at Warrenville, 1:30 you can start lining up for the deep stack. 1:45 you can start buying seats for deep stack. Cards will be in the air by 2 p.m. They're sitting 7-handed for those deep stack tournaments as well as the early bird. Really all tournaments now are 7-handed, so that's where we're at. And then at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday there is a 1:15 single table tournament. First 7 players are going to start and up to 3 alternates. We're not going to do any more than 3 alternates. 10 spots, that's it. Not doing any more than that. It's just, it gets too ridiculous where players are getting in so late, and I feel like it's almost worse that somebody gets in 2 hours after the start of the tournament and they're the 15th player. It's just, it's a bad vibe. I don't like it. So 7 players for all single table tournaments plus 3 alternates. After that, it's officially sold out. Sunday in Batavia, we've got the stack tournament. Should be a good one. That's where you get the 60K in chips. If you register before noon, you'll be able to start the tournament with 60K in chips for only a $10 add-on. If it's after 12 o'clock p.m., after the start of the tournament, you can do a double add-on to get to that 60K starting stack, but it'll cost you an extra 20. So it'll be 120 plus 20 rather than 120 plus the $10 add-on. Other than that, we are canceling the 4 p.m. 1:15 sit and go on Sunday. I did say the 1:15 on Saturday would be a 1:15. It's not. It's a 55. So I apologize. 55 on Saturday at 7:30. Sunday, we're going to skip the 4 p.m. 1:15. It hasn't been able to happen. We've had to cancel the last 2 Sundays during the stack. I apologize. It's just not going to happen. So skip it. We are doing the 7:30 Sunday special. $50 Sunday special has been great. People love it. It is a home run of an event to the point where we're going to have to start limiting the number of players because we're getting close to not being able to finish. So we might tweak that start time, or we might tweak that, the number of players allowed. as always, I know it amazes me that we've got so many changes with basically the same schedule every week, but trying to improve every day, trying to make the COVID events better, safer, easier for you guys to figure out what's going on. As always, shoot me a text and ask me any questions that you may have. Text is always the easiest way to get me. You're more than welcome to call me, but sometimes I'm not able to answer. If you do, probably just text me at that point your question, because if I can't answer the phone, leaving me a voicemail and calling you back, I might just text you anyways. So either way, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Check us out on the overlay. We are rounding up on a 1-year anniversary. We're thinking of something cool to do. Haven't quite figured out what it is for the Overlay of Poker podcast, brought to you by CCG Poker TV. It's what I look like when I say that opening line every single time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.